These days, everyone is talking about burnout. It's become the new normal, almost like background noise to life itself. You wake up, and you're already tired. You do everything right, and still, you feel hollow. You open your eyes in the morning and realize you don't want anything. Not because you're lazy, but because nothing feels meaningful. You work, you perform, you show up, you cross off the to-do list. But inside, something's missing. A kind of emptiness that no productivity hack can fix. That is burnout. And what would Friedrich Nietzsche say about this? He wouldn't recommend a vacation. He wouldn't send you on a detox, a mindfulness retreat, or a how to get it all done masterclass. More likely, he'd ask a question, sharp, unsettling, impossible to ignore. Why are you even alive? What we're experiencing today is not just burnout, it's modern burnout. Social media pushes us into constant comparison. Success is no longer celebrated, it's simply expected. We don't even allow ourselves to be tired anymore. Not even we give ourselves that permission. But burnout isn't just exhaustion, it's existential fatigue. We're not just tired, we are depleted by our own need to be needed, to be useful, to be productive, to be interesting. But when a person spends their entire life proving they're worthy of existence, sooner or later, they lose the very taste of life. They become a shadow of themselves. They operate from habit, from duty, from fear. They serve expectations. They fear disappointment. They try to be good, and with every passing day, they slip further away from their own essence. Burnout is the moment when that false life can no longer continue. The body, the mind, the soul, all begin to scream, enough. But what if burnout? Nietzsche knew what it meant to be destroyed from within. Chronic illness, isolation, a life of being misunderstood. He was exiled from academia, had few friends, suffered relentless migraines and crushing loneliness. And yet, he didn't collapse. He didn't become a victim. He became a philosopher of strength. He called life tragic. And precisely in that, he found its meaning. Because for Nietzsche, pain was not the enemy. Pain was the path to awakening. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. This is one of Nietzsche's most famous quotes, and it holds the essence. When we lose our why, even the simplest tasks feel unbearable. Work feels heavy if you don't know why you're doing it. Relationships become draining if you don't understand what they're rooted in. Life feels meaningless if you're living for someone else's expectations. Burnout is not just exhaustion, it's a sign, a rupture, a breaking point that says you can no longer keep pretending you're meant to go where you're going. Nietzsche would have said, you're living a lie. He never used the word burnout, but he spoke often of soul weariness, the depletion that comes from pretending too long. Burnout is what happens when you live by should, not want. You build a career because it's the right thing to do. You marry, buy the house, launch the business, but you forget to ask yourself, why do I want this? Nietzsche wrote, morality is the tool of the herd, designed to make everyone the same. If you're burned out, perhaps you've been living someone else's version of your life for too long. It's time to reclaim your right to be honest with yourself. What do you do when you're burned out? First, admit it. You're not a machine. And the way you've been living, it no longer works. Pause. Not to go back to how things were, but to truly feel, where do I go from here? Ask yourself, what part of me has died? And what part is trying to be born? Let go of the excess. You don't owe the world an image that's destroying you. Allow the chaos. As Nietzsche once said, one must still have chaos in oneself to give birth to a dancing star. Stop demanding yourself to return to normal. Take a break from social media. Breathe. Observe. Write what you feel, even if it makes no sense yet. Ask yourself honestly, what are you really living for? Remove the word should from your vocabulary just for a day. Let yourself not know the answers, for now. Burnout is a signal, not a failure. Nietzsche believed that a true crisis is a chance to become who you really are. Burnout is the moment when the masks catch fire. Everything false begins to fall away. You're not losing yourself. You're shedding everything that isn't you. And that's how the Übermensch begins to emerge. Nietzsche's Übermensch wasn't a perfect human. He was someone who creates his own meaning, someone who no longer